here, so I'm gonna try this again, or we're gonna try this again. I needed to mess with something in there. Normally I test first, but today I didn't. See, just more signs of why we need to get some more help with this. So this VOD is Sett support, which I played a week ago, and a lot of the reason I was playing is because of Ming. Yeah, it's really good support. Works really well in Soloque. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one. I had the other one doing off camera. I was just saying hi. I'm gonna stand away and commentate this, so I don't distract you from the gameplay that's going and you can listen to my voice. Alright, so
minions have spawned.
The last video too, I forgot to hit tab and show people what was going on. So I took the sweeper lens here. I'm not completely confident enough to be on camera like I want. Like, I can pull it off, but I can't talk how I want, and so it's something I'm working on. I'm more confident this way. So I got all, they used their exhaust there. The sweeper lens, it creates a fight early if you want. Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't put the camera on. There's just too many things I have to worry about right now that I'm trying to learn at one time, and it just makes me easier if I take away the camera or other things. I can't even have chat up right now, so bear with me. This is a VOD I'm making to show you that you can support carry. This is the first time I even tried Sett support. I don't remember what my end score was. Guys, I don't really pay attention to score and stuff like that. Just the gold and the CS. Throughout my content, I have the mantra of trying to get 100 CS at 10 minutes, 200 at 20. I guess I need to be actually jumping back here a bit. What's going on in this? As I miss Sett's team.
Now, there's a smell you can feel.
Right, so Sett's W has some really good poke to it. Yeah, I gotta slow down for everyone, I'm sorry. Not explain too much at once. A lot of people, it seems like they want to know this lane stuff that we're doing right now more than anything, and here I'm overlooking it. Let me restart this again, because one thing about League of Legends is the first 10 minutes, in my opinion, are the most important. And then a little bit more important, more difficult, the mid-game, and then the late game. Everyone can play a late game once they have all the items and everything. Everything's smooth. It's what you do, and a lot of it's the first 10 minutes. So I put a ward down here, and then I recalled, got the sweeper lens, came back. So now I have the sweeper lens, and to me it seems like it creates a fight. The other team will go out of its way to fight you when I'm trying to sweep the thing out. The ward. Also, it's late at night. I did a really awesome VOD earlier, and I forgot that it wasn't recorded. So, jump back again. Sett's W is so... how do I explain it? it does many things. It has poke damage, it reverts damage back to the enemy, it shields, and then there's a healing factor in his kit too. Off the top of my head, I can't tell you how much he heals, but he does have a healing thing that I think most people forget about, where when he's really low on HP, he regens. It's at 40% or something like that. He has kind of like Volibear's passive, but then also an OP champion on top of it, right? That can play support. So, again, I think you out there want to know the beginning part. I'm learning to control this, for one. Sadly, I don't get to watch replays like this, which is the way I want to. Watching VODs is not as fun. I guess that doesn't work, having the directed camera. What I needed to do was stream this. You can see how I'm clicking back and stuff. So that's missing out of this. The whole point I was making this VOD to begin with was I'm just going to record the replay that I had. I thought it was a cool game. I played well, Sett support for the very first time. Got 7 kills. So I figure people would want to know how to do that in solo queue, so that's why. There, our jungler was gone for a while. Mowing people over because they forget about his passive and his and all in Sett, and he's going to shield, send that damage back to you from the shield, the damage that he absorbs, and then heal on top of that. Like back in the beginning when I ran under the turret. I'm not pro guiding this while recording yet. That's embarrassing, I missed his E.
Now, there's a smell.
Try to get a ward there if you can through the wall. I don't know why Leona would do that into the turret, but she did. And they get baited into his shield and how much he heals. He does so much damage, shields it, heals. What else can he do? Engage a fight really well. The one problem is he can't run away, so once you're in, once you engage in a fight, but if you're smart, you kind of use his W as a shield to pick and choose where you want to fight or position. Still learning the lingo to this and what people want to know and don't know. Can get down to the small laning. So I've had many people ask me for solo queue games, so here we go. In and out at times. So I've had a lot of solo queue players get mad when I make a play like this at the lower rank. It's funny. the line that extends down through here. So she's on red's side of the map. Right? What does that mean? It means you can come get ganked very easily. Every time you're over that line on this side of the territory, a jungler or somebody from a lane can come through and at explaining this stuff to people. That's why I'm doing this and practicing, okay? So, yeah, still laughing. Okay, here we go. So I see Morgana is out of mana for one. She's under her own turret, and Lux is just getting asked to get ganked. Lux is also out of mana past the line and shoved up. That's very greedy. She has nothing to... If she was ganked right now, she doesn't have any way to escape out of it. I'm shocked she doesn't have... Or I'm shocked she has her flash. The other people we're playing against, they all have used their flash already within 4 minutes of the game. Did I mute it?
The shadows.
So I see that she needs punished, right? Here's what I mean by punished. I come into the lane. I see she's overextended. I waited. If you noticed, I waited for her to use that ability, the E or I. I don't play Lux, so Lux uses her flash. Lux is one of the only champions I've not really played. He gets exhausted. If you notice, it cost us abilities there to kill Lux, though. She still had to use her exhaust there, so my Hex flash was down, so we couldn't have killed Lux if we didn't have the summoner spells up right there. It stopped her from getting away. If Morgana didn't have the exhaust there, then Lux would have got away and it would have... Right? But that's okay. What we're trying to do is get abilities out of enemies, like right there. Trying to get... He gets rooted. That was a good root there from Morgana, so shout out. Alright, I'll go back to following him in the laning. Now, the reason I don't have the webcam on is I want you to focus on the gameplay more than me. Getting some vision. Vision is very important. Now, when I'm doing this, though, I'm wasting time that I could be evolving this item for wards. Some of you out there, that's why it's content it is and the age group it's targeted at, the general audience, so I can gauge, aim, figure out, do I need to go more in depth, less in depth, so it's just a target. You saw Kyria has the name Aim First. That's a very good name, Aim First. It's something that golfers, they try to learn the golf swing and they don't understand that you first have to aim the ball and have a target that you're directed at before you can even start to do the golf swing, and most normal average weekend golfers don't even understand that concept. But the ball goes in the way that you, like your shoulders, the direction your arms are swinging in, it's not too difficult. I wanted to be greedy there and get Twitch, but that was an impossible play. I wouldn't have been... I think I would have been able to get him, but I wouldn't have been able to flash out.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing limit testing in this VOD too. not so much the gameplay, I just mean with the, it's allowing me, I've had to run the camera, learn how to use it and all the stuff, and then it doesn't allow me to give the content as deep as I want and focus on it. That's another reason it's aimed at the general audience. Notice how there I had to shove Twitch off her. Where she would have been dead right there, and you see this play I just made? Just to zone her off, and people say I'm stupid or a noob or whatever. Let me show you again. The play I just made to save my AD that later on got me killed I don't know how many times worrying about themselves. So the Sett has a lot of poke under the own enemy turret. Okay. Is there a way to slow this down? I went all in on Twitch to keep her from dying because she got QE'd by Leona. Flash in on him, zone him away. Messed that up a little bit. There's the shield. I don't know why she was standing there. I think she expected me to go all in there, and this is what's funny about it. I think she expects me to go all in with her. I'm running. Maybe I'm wrong and I could have lived. I don't think I would have lived there. Look how low I am there. Look how much my pack. Okay, she uses her heal. I don't know, maybe I screwed her there and I should have. I don't know, that's a questionable one there. I mean, but look what I already did for her. And then dies to something stupid. So I hadn't played Sett. This is the first time I've ever played Sett support. I is why I think I made that play. I should have went in on Twitch and killed. He should have been able to get him, and then we'd go in on Leona. But Soloque, you can't trust the players you're around. That's been a lesson that took me 10 years to learn. I don't know, you guys tell me, should I all in Twitch there? Would Vayne been able to save her? He was up against the wall, I do understand that, so I know that she could have condemned him into the wall, but I didn't know if the ability was up or what, and so the whole point of this is I'm showing you how, if you want to climb ranked solo queue, ladder, whatever, and you are stuck playing support, your friends all want to play all the other cool stuff, and you think support is lame because you can't do damage on it, so you can't carry and you can't win. Well, that's not true, because in this VOD I show you, you can be a carry and get 7 kills. I don't really... This is... What I'm saying is, this isn't my playstyle, right? Like, For professional style, this is solo queue style. There's two complete different things. This is a selfish style. One of the things is I need the support item. I know a team out there that power farms it every time. Something I found out watching before. What's he talking about? Is there exhaust? I'm kind of practicing being a caster right now, even though I'm not a caster. And I know what the abilities do, I just don't know the names of them. Guess I should be showing this and why there. So Vayne died. Here at this point, I've only got 10 CS. The mantra again that I preach: shoot, aim for, target 100 CS at 10 minutes, 200 at 20, 300 at 30. That's your goal for every 10 minutes. You want that CS number by the end of the 10 minutes. It doesn't work exactly where you're getting 10 exact CS every minute. It kind of plays out in the 10 minute, or weighs itself out in the 10-minute period. So I come up here. He has pressure already. I was just kind of backing him up to make sure that Urgot doesn't die. Sett's shield thing there that was yellow, there's a max to it, I guess. I don't know the really small, tiny details to the laning and the fighting and all that. I would if I played solo queue all the time, but I watch coaching stuff. I watch the stage games in the top regions, and it already takes enough time just to do that, to try to stay on top of it. One reason why I had to put making content on pause. So we're taking this turret down. Turrets equal a lot of gold. Let's see if we can see the gold swing here. Got 19.3k. We didn't get it. Never mind. In case you guys don't know, you're just joining in. This is myself playing a replay of Sett support. It's the first time I have ever played Sett support. Now I have played many games of Sett, top, mid, and jungle. So now that I'm working on other things within League of Legends, I've realized if it's a job, then I should just play support and be really good at it. And I keep hearing that NA has the worst supports, so I'm gonna support main, hopefully. Sometimes you randomly get some low-ranked people in solo queue that are so bad at AD. Don't know if they're trolling, they literally are so bad they're doing it on purpose, or just that bad. I don't really worry about things or think about things like that.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
One problem I have with this game is the behavior system. It is really, really, really not like it was intended to be. It does absolutely nothing but make more negativity. Fighting over the negativity, comments of the negativity. I've heard others say it, you can't rid the world of toxicity. And the system in this game, to me, just creates more. You don't need to complain to somebody every time you miss a CS or somebody gets a kill. I don't worry about the kills. I just want to win when I'm playing. Be happy you win. You don't need 10 kills. If you have 7, you're okay. Just win. It's okay if the support gets 10 in one game. Let them have a day. I had a friend that I used to support for and was teaching her to play, and I would do 75% damage on Morgana to the AD we're playing against, and she'd complain about that. I was doing too much damage as support. I kid you not. And I realized that that doesn't matter. That's a good thing if you know what you're doing. Regardless, people will complain about anything. Even the amount of damage the support does. So we're getting fed there. I think that's what that corn chip thing's supposed to mean. Caitlyn getting fed. So that's a really cool emote. I like that one. Black shield there. I don't. My Morgana's running into a Twitch with black shield on me from behind her. That probably would have went a different way if the shielding was different. Okay, I think I can do this. I'm getting used to how I would commentary my own replay. Now, the guy in this VOD is me. One of them. So Blue is down there getting dragon, and we have no vision, which we need vision, and I need, Sett needs the support item evolve right now, which in pro play is 10 minutes around. There's a team I see that gets it before 7. And you've got RNG that it's normally longer because Ming likes to roam lane, so there's a thing where you're leaving lane to roam and help others, but then your support item's gonna be evolved much longer, and so it's gonna be much longer before you have vision. So in solo queue, I can't get a support item in 8 minutes like I would want. If I had a duo partner, I think we could do it. But in random, low tier, whatever, solo queue, it takes 20 minutes to evolve the support item, which I need right here because I could be planting wards. Put one here in this mid lane. That would give us a lot of good vision for a while. We have a control ward. That's allowing me to farm right there. I shouldn't be down here farming. I don't even condone this. This isn't what a support should be doing right now. Support should have the vision item though and be putting wards around the map. But again, this we're showing you is how to do solo queue. So I was down there getting Vayne's farm. Really, the way I look at it, it's not Vayne's farm, it's everyone's farm to share, is really how I see it. Ah. Guess I need to replay that. See what Vayne was doing. Vayne gets exhausted. What was she doing? Okay, she has vision over here.
Right under their noses.
Well, I bet it's because I go out of the lane and she doesn't even notice. So there's a note, guys. This is a bad spot if you're an AD and shoving aside. First off, you should not be shoving the side lane like this. The AD should be in mid right now. But standing right here by this brush isn't a good idea. Watch. Standing by that brush with which that has invisible, it gives him enough range. Sorry, Vayne. But oh well, Sett can make up for it. So, this VOD, I'm selling you to play Sett, support, and solo queue. And hopefully a week from now, that's all I see in solo queue. Look at Sett, he can run away. Look at all the damage that he just took. It's ridiculous. Again, because once he gets below... Here it is. Some of these passes are ridiculous. They don't make any sense. But Sett gains 0.5. He heals. For each 5% missing health, Sett heals. And people tend to forget that he heals himself. Which works out really well in bottom lane solo queue. The support. Personally, at this point, I want Vayne there where Morgana is, and Morgana is down here, and Urgot's up there, or vice versa. It shouldn't be. She had no vision, so she went way past this line I talk about, and she got punished for it. Yet I gotta practice my commentary. I've spent a long time being a fan of this and not talking to anybody about it personally in my personal life. My family, my friends don't care about League of Legends one bit. They think the internet and computers are stupid. So that's what I've been around. Where I'm from, it's a little bit behind, maybe 10 years or so. I did recently get fiber internet. Of course, then again, Google Fiber's been around for a very long time, so that's not really that huge of an accomplishment, is it? See, now when I'm looking at the minimap when I'm playing the game, you don't see that in this VOD, unfortunately, because it's off a replay. Better hit tab here. It's really driving people nuts. Somebody got exhausted. What to see? I got exhausted. See how I'm letting the damage build up before I W. Surprisingly, Sett, it takes a lot more to kill him than what you saw right there. But you want to make sure that W, you gotta hold on. You want to hit the W to do damage, but you want to hold on to it till it's near the end and do max damage. Oh, what am I doing up here? So I'm clearing out vision, which is what supports should be doing 20 minutes into the game. Actually, all game. Vision is the most important thing. I've spent a lot of time on it. Probably going to make a career on it. Not kidding. It's the most important thing in strategy games. And this is a strategy game. Teammates getting dragon now. This should have vision. Control ward. And pull the dragon out. Remember, we have a Mad Minds VOD in my channel where they lose the rogue because they didn't pull the dragon out of the pit. It wasn't the only reason, but good reason they lost at the end of the game was a dragon fight. They didn't pull it out of the pit. I've seen them do that a couple times. And it's not just them. They just happen to be the team I was watching and doing the VOD on. But pulling the dragon out of the pit so you don't get CC'd or whatever up against the wall. Up against the wall. I went back for the squire. He's naturally healing up. A lot like Garen. Deceptive. I'm letting the W build up again. I did get flash. There again, see a carry and support. So at this point, Sett is 5, 2, and 10. Let's see. This is what's deceptive down here because my CS should be 200 by now. All of this should be by 200, not the jungler, but the others. 200, 200, 200. But not the support. I should not have the 45 farm, it's just what's happening in this game. All of that should be going on the AD. But the AD should also be here in mid lane, not side pushing, or pushing this side lane. No vision. I come down here to save Vayne, that was it. Normally when you do a play like that solo queue, you pay for it and die.
High five, Daisy!
See how ridiculous that shield is? And I can't tell you the name of Sett's shield, I'm sorry. Well, actually I'm not sorry. I don't have the time to learn the name of Sett's shield. I know what it does. It pokes, it reverts damage back. It pokes once it's had, or once you've taken damage.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So, and then bottom lane now needs help, even though, but Morgana should not be down here. So this really is, this is solo queue here. This is the unranked thing that everybody raves about online, is the NA solo queue. Here it is, its best and its glory, with the solo laners pushing into T-tier, or tier 2 turrets and the base without vision anywhere. And at this time, I finally have the support item here. I probably should have pointed that out. Sorry guys, it's getting late. This is the third run through this now. Wait for that white to build up as far as...
Shut down.
Again, the thing about Sett is letting that white bar get to the max before hitting the W.
Shut down.
So at that point, I was 5 and 2. Now I'm 5 and I end up 7 and 7, which is disappointing, right? But I had to play support. I had to stop caring. What happened was my Vayne wouldn't help win the game. They're such a greedy, selfish player that they have to be the one getting the kills. They have a support over there just winning the game for them. They don't even need to do anything but just not die, and they can't do that. Show you the items. I don't like the support items I got in this game, but I just did it because of the solo queue. I was so fed, I just ended up buying a Blade of the Rune King, or building a Blade of the Rune King. You should not do that. But at this point, I had to win the game because I had carries that would not team fight. Or they worry so much about they have to get the kills. And That's the thing, is I don't worry about the kills at all. I just worry about the CS. The 100 at 10, the 200 at 20.
Red team has slain the dragon.
The kills are kind of just extra gold. What, you got 43,000 gold to 58,000 gold?
Busted head.
I'm gonna let this finish out for a minute.
Shut down.
Stop talking for a minute. Yeah, that was a dumb play that you shouldn't do. It was one where... It's one of those plays where I watch pro gamers all the time, and so I automatically did it because I thought that they would follow up on this, and then we could have turned and... Look at this turret has that much damage. Like, we could just easily kill this turret here. But... just needs like 2 hits right here. Just 2 hits. Didn't get it. Worried about getting kills there. The objectives, like the turrets, are always more important than the kills. The gold and then the objective. So then we have Vayne in here. You should not be in the enemy's base soloing at this time. You should be with your team. But see, people in the NA solo queue here were icy. I'm sure at the higher level it's not as bad. They will not finish the game unless they get the kills and stuff. And they will drag the game out for 40 or 50 minutes. That's why it's not fun to me. I want the game over in 20 minutes and play another one so I can get better at more champs. That's why a lot of people are one-trick ponies on NA. Is because you play 40, 50-minute long games. Korean solo queue, they play 20-minute games and then they pretty much give up after that. And again, everyone can play late game anyways. Once people get an item or two, they're interested. It's where I think the younger folk, they just think they need a certain thing, which they don't. Just teammates. But they think they can't play that character until it gets one item. That's not true. The character does not secretly get unlocked from one item that you're gonna buy. You get that at the start. It's you to play that character and unlock it. But not an item is going to fix your champion problems. It's you playing the champion. At this point, we should have had it finished here. W as long as I could. Unfortunately, I could not do that. These are not plays to be taking. Again, pro play, that's my style, LCK. You work with your teammates. So this is examples of what not to do. I do not take responsibility for saying this is the way to play in solo queue. I'm just showing you that you could play support and carry if you tried or needed to. Have at it if you want. But please get along with your teammates. Yeah. I don't know, I was thinking about just like, we've watched enough of this, right? We've got the other ones. Someday I gotta figure out how to make these videos much quicker and easier. I don't have enough skill and time to make it like I would want. I have the time, but not to learn how to do it. I've put all that into the League of Legends and esports stuff and coaching stuff. We should be able to finish this off. Oh no, we need our jungler down there, and Urgot's dead. We shouldn't be going in here, but I just, at this point, I want to get the game over. Again, 20 minutes, that's all we need. And my problem with the NA solo queue, they want to drag it out for 40 minutes. No. You're not going to learn other champions. You're only going to be good at one, if good at all, on one champion. You don't want to learn multiple ones? You can do that if you play 20-minute games. You can get in twice the amount of games. I can't really digest what I don't even feel like commentating to you. What just happened there? None of that should have. None of this should be happening. Period. Right? This game should be over by now. We've got four dragons. What is it? The soul. 4 dragon spirits. And guys, I'll give you another lesson to young people out there. Just because you know something that someone else knows doesn't mean it doesn't need acknowledged.
The Ferns did it. Busted heads.
So, all we need to do is group up as 5 in here and just go down here and take that or that. My teammates, they don't want to work together. And taking the time to report things, guys, is a waste of your time because you could be getting better at the game, but you want to spend 20 minutes paddling on someone else. That goes into the thing that there we got the Baron stolen, or the dragon stolen is what's hilarious. That is pretty funny to me. I'll go back to my rant. That's pretty funny. This, you should always have a ward back here. We didn't have one. I didn't even want to go for it. I wanted to finish the game out, so of course Vayne needs that to finish the game. She doesn't need this. We could have just went down there and finished the game. Cake? It's too much to me. I like my cake without icing. And so, Avern, that's a good play on Avern. Shout out to you, Whippersnapper. I think I said it in the last recording I did of this, that, is it Whippersnapper or Whimpersnapper? I'm starting to get confused. Maybe I've called it the wrong thing. Clearing out vision. Then vision, 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 and more vision.
Shut down.
Here we could have just taken that grouped up and got that turret right there, but my teammates want to drag the game out. 40 minutes. I don't know why. I guess they're not in a hurry, and like they're happy to do the same thing over and over and over. And at the same time, we got Shyvana getting the Baron up here. I just want to show this replay. I've had people ask me for solo queue games, and again, I went on it earlier, and the pre-recording I did that I'm right now practicing it because it does take some skill to play the solo queue on top of playing the game, so it's an added layer to it.
Rampage.
So there you go. Alright guys, so I finally got it up. This is the second version of it, hopefully. So I did 3 takes, 4 takes, whatever. It's alright, I need to practice, so it doesn't bother me. Having an attitude like that will get you good at League, you know? So what, you had a bad game? Cool, go on and play the next one. You'll forget about the bad one. But sitting there trying to cry about the bad one, and I don't even read memes. I don't even get that culture. I can see how some of the pictures are really funny, but I don't get it. I would write, I guess I write books for people instead of pictures. I mean, I get it that it's pictures and a way of communicating, and it's much easier to explain something with a meme than typing it all out. And I get it, but I don't think they're funny, and it seems like people spend a lot of time trying to come up with ones when they could be playing the game instead and getting good at it. So there we go. Sodaron here. Thank you for watching my content, and people out there, I think there's some good things on the way to this channel.